There are two kinds of work in this world. One is your profession, what you do for a livelihood or money. The other is duty or calling. It is not done for livelihood or money. It is a moral and legal obligation. I would say being a judge is a duty. Of course, you get paid, but the job is much bigger than the money. It's about protecting the rule of law. It's about guaranteeing justice, which is why the next bit of news may come as a shock. Two Supreme Court judges have recused themselves from a major case, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice A.S. Bopanna. The case is the Krishna River dispute between four Indian states, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, 4 states. I'll give you some context. River disputes are a lightning rod in India. It's not about just fairness. It's about emotions and state identity. There have been riots over river water disputes in this country. So solving them is in the national interest. Then why are judges recusing themselves? Because they hail from these states. Justice Chandrachud is from Maharashtra. Justice Bopanna is from Karnataka. Here's what they have said, and I'm quoting. We don't want ourselves to be target of invectives. Day in and day out, we have been hearing cases arising out of our home states, but it is better the matter is placed before some other bench. That's what the judges say. They don't want to be the targets of invective. They're wary of backlash. What if they don't side with their home state? Will there be hate campaigns? Will they be abused on social media? The judges have recused themselves. Technically, they're entitled to do that. There are no formal rules on recusal. And so what they've done is legally sound, absolutely. But what made them do it? This recusal, I must tell you, was unsolicited. Nobody asked the judges to step aside. In fact, the lawyers from both the states asked them to stay on. But the judges had made up their mind. The Chief Justice will now take a call on who will hear the case. And this, we say, is a problematic precedent. If the top judges of India's apex court have to step aside because a verdict may lead to backlash, we have a problem. Judges, you see, take an oath before entering office. That oath talks about rendering justice without fear or favor. But does the environment support this? Judges are often abused on social media. Their families are needlessly dragged into controversies. All of this pressure and hate can be difficult to handle. Accusations of bias, allegations of favor. Judges face all of this on a daily basis. Same with backlash. Court verdicts are not about appeasement. They're about legal principles. But some people refuse to accept that. If courts rule against them, they accuse the judges of taking sides. This is the reality of Indian judiciary. This is the cost of fearless verdicts. Judges cannot run away from that reality. They must embrace it. I know it's easier said than done. If a judge is accused in a case, a recusal makes sense. If a judge is party to a case, a recusal makes sense. But identity should not discourage them from hearing cases. Every judge has their own personal identity, their religion, their family, their private beliefs. If every verdict is seen through this lens, we'll never have decisions. Just the fear of invective. India must avoid this slippery slope. We are a country of immense diversity, dozens of languages, dozens of cultures. So chances are there will be conflicts of interest. Our judges may be ready to overcome those conflicts, but is our society ready? Is it letting them do it? Or will court verdicts be colored by a judge's personal identity? Now imagine if every civil servant began recusing themselves, the government would collapse. So it's important for judges and administrators to function without fear or favor. And it's our job as citizens to let them. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.